Daylight coming, we want to go home. Darkest greetings, horror, sci-fi, and Tim Burton fans. Drew here from Horror, Sci-Fi, and Beyond. And if you could not tell from the musical number that this happened just now, we're ending this October spooky season with the Tim Burton classic horror comedy, Beetlejuice. And here with me to review Beetlejuice is the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Eric Wright. How's it going, man?
Hey everyone. No, excited to be back on. I don't think has all three of us been on in a minute? Like
It's been a
I feel
minute.
like it's been a minute.
Just the three of
Or did
us.
we just do one recently
We
like this
did
though?
we did Freaky.
Oh
Freaky,
yeah.
that's what it was. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Freak
So
out.
some of them have already heard that.
Freak out. Sorry, I have to sing that song every time we mention Freaky.
You should just start doing your own soundtracks where you'll
Yeah.
do renditions.
I feel like
It'll be your own YouTube sub channel.
I feel like I'm like Jeff Goldblum with like singing. Like somebody mentions like a word or a phrase, or I just quit a movie, or just I'll sing a song there.
Yeah, Drew's just gonna pick the most like completely obvious one every time because it's gonna be very like literal, like because it's the same word or phrase that somebody said in the movie.
But anyways, and our next co-host we got the singing wizard himself, Mr. Jackson Harbor. How's it going, man?
Howdy, y'all.
You guys ready to review Beetlejuice?
Yeah, I think
Sure.
so. I mean, I don't know. What should we not be? Is this like a trick question? Are you
No,
trying
I'm
to
just
trick us
asking,
into-
man.
Oh, okay.
Gotta bring up the energy, man.
Thought you were about to be like, well, actually, we're not reviewing that at all now. We're gonna talk about Lawrence of Arabia.
I'd be all about
Yep.
that. It's been a while since I've seen it, but that's to me like the greatest movie ever made.
We're gonna
Well,
talk.
change that. We're watching Doctor Zhivago then.
That one I've never seen.
We're gonna talk about Mars Attack.
I love Mars Attacks. I would be
Oh my
all
God.
about a Mars Attack one.
It's not unusual for to be loved by anyone. That movie's fucking insane. I need to watch that again. I actually do love me some Mars Attack. But
I
anyway,
haven't seen it in so long.
oh yeah, for sure. But yeah, just real quick before we get started, I just want to say congratulations to Mr. Reed Lackey for winning the horror movie quiz that Mr. Harper um designed for us. And I actually did a lot better than I thought I was. I got the Dead Alive question that I did not think I was gonna get.
That was crazy. Eric, you probably haven't heard it yet,
I
but
haven't yet.
it
Well, it
was
hasn't been
wild.
posted yet.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
He correctly answered a question from a movie he'd never seen. And it was like a very specific, like worded line that you had to say the quote, and he said it word perfect.
Yeah, it was basically
Amazing.
what was that character, the priest character's like last word in the movie, and I didn't think it was gonna be the famous one where he goes, "I kick after the Lord."
That's when he jumps into action. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's
Yeah.
like I didn't think that wouldn't be like your last word. Like, in my mind, that would not be that person's last word.
That was his last words.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's the only line I knew from that movie. So
I guess I didn't realize how famous that quote was because I've seen that movie. It's been
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah,
And it's not one of those quotes that I hear people do a lot. So
I tried to watch it after the fact. I could not find it anywhere to stream.
yeah,
Oh.
a lot of his New Zealand movies you can't really find on streaming.
Yeah. I have the DVD somewhere. Or
Can I
maybe
borrow
someone
it?
maybe. I don't know. Someone may have stolen it now that I'm
What the
thinking
fuck,
about
dude?
it. I let someone borrow it and they never gave it back because you can't find it anywhere.
A fucking bastard.
I know. I had
But
bad
any,
taste too, but I don't think I have that anymore either.
yeah. But yeah, congratulations, Reed. We both did a great job, but you ended up winning. The first two rounds he got me on.
Mm.
But
There
But
are
anyway-
questions, or at least I was trying to make them hard.
yeah.
Reed just knows like everything
Mhm.
Yeah.
horror movies. So
You should just have Reed as sort of like a phone a friend next time, as like a you know. when
Oh
you
yeah,
stump
because
to
me and
call
my
someone.
mom are doing a horror quote quiz. Like she gets a new
Mhm.
horror movie quote every day this month, and
Every
Eric's
day.
is like a phone a friend, so it's a phone to Eric.
So far, I'm 2 for 2.
I
I've
want to
gotten
take
no two.
on. I want to take on Reed.
Ooh.
I want to do a horror quote, or not a quote quiz, but just a general quiz.
Yeah, maybe me and Eric could be the host of that one. That'd
Okay.
be fun.
He'll probably
Maybe
beat me too, but I don't know. Every once in a while, I can pull out some weird stuff. So,
Yeah.
Okay. We'll find the most obscure things.
Yeah.
Comb the internet for them.
Well, hopefully before next October, me, my mom, and Reed does that Midnight Mass review for Easter.
Mm.
And so like they already know each other. So then we could do the Funalaki. But I mean, you helped her out, man. You gave her the Get Out one.
Oh yeah, no, I knew that one right off the top of my head. Like that
Yeah,
was the
that
only
sinks
one.
to the floor.
The other one I had to think about for a second.
What was
I think
the
the other
other
one
one?
was I think it was Nosferatu.
Oh yeah, the new one.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, let's get to the plot summary for Beetlejuice according to the Internet Movie Database. The spirits of a recently deceased couple are harassed by an unbearable family that has moved into their home and hired a miraculous spirit to drive them out.
From the director of Pee-wee's Big Adventure, Adam and Barbara are ghosts.
What's the good of being a ghost if you can't frighten people away?
Their house is being haunted by the living,
Maybe the house could use a little remodeling.
and they can't scare them into leaving.
They're dead. It's a little late to be neurotic.
So they're calling on Beetlejuice,
Beetlejuice!
who's no ordinary ghost.
You don't want his help.
Can you be scary? What do you think of this?
Now, the party's over,
You want somebody out of the house? I want to get somebody out of your house.
but the fun has just begun.
It's showtime.
Learn to throw your voice, fool your friends, fun and party.
Not bad.
This is amazing.
All right. So before we go around the room and talk about how we discovered Beetlejuice and our quick thoughts, let's cut to Mr. Reed Lackey's quick review, because this is actually one of his favorite movies of all time. But I didn't want him to bite him on the actual review, because I've been throwing a lot of video or episodes at him in sorts of sessions. So I didn't want to throw another thing at him, but I know he loved this movie, so I'm just gonna give him the opportunity right here to do a separate video talking about why he loves Beetlejuice. So let's cut to it right now.
Hi, this is Reed, friend of the show and co-host of the Fear of God podcast. And Beetlejuice has been a favorite film of mine for a very, very long time. I can still remember the very first time that I saw it. I was actually staying in the mountains with my grandfather, and there was a little convenience store. It was kind of like a general store where you could, buy essential groceries and magazines, and they had a very, very small section of video rentals in the back. And I remember the first time I saw Beetlejuice, I rented it from that video store. So this would have been somewhere around 89, I think, maybe 1990. I think more likely 89. Yeah, it was immediately very arresting to me. I loved it immediately. I loved its whimsical nature, the fact that it was macabre, but also kind of silly. I thought the Beetlejuice character was outstanding, just captivated my imagination. I think there was something that I couldn't articulate when I was that young, but that really stayed with me, that fascinated me about the fact that the main character, in air quotes, the title character, was actually the villain of the piece. In Beetlejuice, the character of Beetlejuice is actually the villain. And I just thought that was so interesting and such a different take. Michael Keaton completely disappeared into the role. I didn't know it was him until, years later when I finally put those dots together. But the whole rest of the cast, I love Alec Baldwin in it, Gina Davis, of course, Winona Ryder and Catherine O'Hara. I thought they were all amazing. And it's just right up my alley. Horror and comedy as a blend is still one of my favorite subgenres, and Beetlejuice is one of the best examples of that. And it's still a film that maybe for nostalgic reasons, maybe just because of how much I respond to it as a concept, but it's still a film that I can revisit over and over and over again. I can't count the amount of times I've seen it in the years since, and it is probably, if not a top 10, a top 20 film of mine in any genre. I really, really love Beetlejuice. I should stop.
All right, so thank you for your contribution, Mr. Lackey, and we'll definitely hear back from you a little bit later because we're actually after the review we're gonna talk about our favorite ghosts and pop culture, and he contributed something to that too, which is pretty cool. So let's go around the room real quick and talk about our quick thoughts and how we discovered Beetlejuice. And I'll start with you, Eric, since you seem to like this movie more.
I do like this movie. I don't love this movie, but I mean, I really like it. It's one of those ones that I watched a lot as a kid. I don't remember the first time I saw this. I think it may have been on like Disney Channel of all places in like the early 90s. Disney Channel would just play a bunch of like real, like I watched Midnight Run on Disney Channel for some reason. And I was like, that is like an R-rated movie. They cut the mess out of it, but like I think I watched it on Disney Channel the first time. And I've always enjoyed this movie. It's fun, it's silly, it's a good time. I don't think there's a lot deeper meaning to the movie, but it's a good time. I enjoy the visuals of it, and props to the writers for, like, there was a movie in like the 30s called like Topper or something like that. Have you ever heard of this movie? I only heard about it a few years ago, and apparently it's about this couple who die and then haunt their friends. And it's like socialites in like the 30s or something like that. I've never seen it. I just heard of it. And so like it feels like this movie's like an updated version of that in some ways. But
that's right.
Yeah, I like this movie.
All right, what about you, Jackson? How did you discover this movie, and then what are your quick thoughts?
It was one of those that I always knew about because people would talk about it, like, kids at school and stuff like that. And I remember there was a cartoon show that I would watch sometimes, but I would have to watch it, without my mom knowing because she didn't like me watching stuff like that. But I never watched the movie for years and years and years until just probably like, maybe 5 years ago.
Oh, wow.
And even then, I only watched it like I was at a Halloween party and they projected it on the side of the house. And so I didn't really pay much attention, but I got the gist of it. And only today did I ever actually sit down and intentionally watch it for the first time. So I don't know. This movie is just not part of my, pop culture, library. It's not new to me because I've always known a lot about it and I've seen scenes from it. But yeah, I just don't have any relationship with it until today. So
yeah,
it was good. I didn't hate it or nothing. It was fine. There's just stuff about Tim Burton I don't like. Sometimes he does less of it, and sometimes he does more of it. And this one, I don't know. The balance was weird. So
yeah, I disagree. But this was a
But you disagree that I have problems with Tim Burton?
No, I mean I agree with a lot of that stuff. I don't think the movie goes too crazy. I mean, it does go crazy, but it isn't.
No. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about him going too crazy. I'm talking about when he doesn't go crazy enough. This movie has plenty of stuff where he's just not going crazy enough. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you do love Big Fish.
I like Big Fish, but I think that movie doesn't really feel much like a Tim Burton movie. We talked about it. It feels more like a Spielberg movie.
Yeah, like a diet Tim Burton movie.
Yeah. Isn't your favorite?
And my favorite Tim Burton movie is Ed Wood.
Yeah,
that'll tell you everything you need to know because that's totally different sort of thing from him.
Yeah. Mine is surprise, Batman Returns.
Interesting.
Yeah, I fucking love Batman Returns. Because it's Batman, and it's like the most Tim Burton version of a Batman movie, even compared to the first one.
Yeah, for the most part.
It kind of felt Tim Burton is. I think he was definitely held down by the studio. in return, like the studio just let him do whatever he wanted, and it was awesome.
The second one definitely has less Prince songs in it. In fact, it has zero.
Oh
Prince
my
songs
God, those Prince songs are amazing.
They might be good songs on their own, but they're bad for a Batman.
They do not fit in that movie.
I disagree. They work.
Some of them you might say Party Man fits, but the rest of them,
to me, that's the worst one.
Really,
I hate that scene. I hate it.
Gentlemen, let's brother no
The
mind.
worst part of the movie to me.
Lawrence.
I don't like that movie. Oh well.
Yeah,
I love Pee Wee's Big Adventure. That's
I
my
do.
favorite
I do
part.
like 89 a lot. I don't love it like I do Return. Return is just so entertaining. It's just so bizarre. That's just why I love
That
it.
it is.
No.
Well,
but yeah. Anyways, I guess I just always knew about this movie. I knew I always get the boring answer. With these, how I discovered some of these movies from my childhood. It was just a movie I always knew about. I don't really have a special story. You know, it's like Wizard of Oz.
When did you watch it though? When did you watch it for the first time?
I don't. Again, like I said, I don't remember.
Yeah.
I just remember watching like little segments of it as a kid, and then maybe like around 09, I actually finally sat down and watched the movie from beginning to end.
So you watched it in 09, so you watched it in 09 probably. The first time.
The whole thing. Like from beginning, like from beginning to end.
Am I the only one that watched it as a kid? Am I the only one who watched it as like
I guess
like a
you are,
7-year-old?
I didn't see it as a kid. So.
Yeah, I only watched like little like parts of it. Like I remember
clips
like
of it, yeah.
I remember like the advertisement that Beetlejuice did, and of course I remember the dance scene with like the little shrimps like come up and grab them, which scared the absolute shit out of me. I remember
There's a lot of scary stuff in this movie.
Yeah, I remember them distorting their faces again, scared the shit out of me when I was a kid.
Her pulling her face off in the closet. Ooh,
that's really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I just really love this movie. It used to be my second favorite Burton movie until we watched Ed Wood for our Movies in '94 episode. I'm like, oh, I love this movie.
Yeah, that movie.
Yeah, it would be Batman Returns, Ed Wood, and then this movie Beetlejuice.
Ed Wood's probably his crowning achievement.
Oh yeah, that's like his Schindler's List, basically, in my opinion.
What a way to put it. But you know, it's actually, I mean, it fits.
Not wrong, yeah.
Yeah, like it. Usually you'll assign an artist one masterpiece. It's hard to do with Spielberg because he had a period when he did like a lot of family-friendly movies. So I'd say his masterpiece there would be E.T. But then he did a lot of dramas like in the late 80s, going out to the 90s. And I'd say his masterpiece there is Schindler's List. Both movies, like, you just show his heart there.
And then he kind of peaked in the late 90s.
Yeah. Yeah, and he came back again with fucking Fableman. Shut up, Eric.
Hey, y'all. Lincoln. All I got to say is Lincoln. Lincoln.
I need to watch that again.
That's fair. Lincoln is good. Lincoln is really good. So he has a third period that he comes back in.
Yeah.
Guess Again's really good. I do love that movie.
Which one?
He's got good movies in every decade.
Yeah.
Sometimes more than others. You know, the 80s he had
stacked
like
in the 80s.
a bunch in a row.
Mm-hmm.
And then the 90s he was pretty much on top. So
yeah, I mean, Saving Private Ryan's a great movie. That's in my top 10.
That might be his best movie.
Really? Okay.
It's really good.
Yeah, it's a hard thing to say. We're talking about Spielberg again because we the episode
always get sidetracked.
But no, yeah, I gotta say something.
Just make this a Spielberg podcast and talk about other stuff in tangents.
Just call it inadvertent Spielberg.
Yeah, it's just
Burton.
We just you know what, we still like pick a movie for every episode, but then we sit there and talk about how would Spielberg have done it differently.
It would be a divorced
what
dad.
Spielberg movies does this remind us of? What other actors have worked in a Steven Spielberg movie?
The dad would be Richard Dreyfuss.
Yeah, I can see Richard Dreyfuss as Charles Dietz.
Yeah, but this was his period where nobody wanted to work with him.
That's true.
It would be Beetlejuice.
It would also help this movie to age a little better, not having what is his name as the
Jeffrey Jones.
Jeffrey Jones
Yeah.
as our.
I mean, and I love him as a character actor. He's a piece of shit human being.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's
Terrible.
a real sicko, but you can't deny that he was an iconic character actor of this time period.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, he's in my favorite comedy of all time, Ferris Bueller.
right. He's in
great as
Amadeus. He's
Your
great in
son
Amadeus.
is
Yeah.
absent
Let's just get all the
99.
Jeffrey Jones talk off the top, and then
Just we don't have to worry about it no more.
right.
Yeah.
We
get
all
it out
know
of the
what
way.
happened with him. It's terrible. So
Yeah, I will say what they did with that character in Beetlejuice was like pure genius.
Oh yeah, no, it was a fun way to like keep like the character within the story alive for everyone who cared about like their dad or the husband, but like just got rid of him as like a person.
Yeah, it was the three things I was concerned about, or the fourth thing I was concerned about was how they're going to handle the Alec Baldwin situation, how they're going to handle the Jeffrey Jones situation. Was Michael Keaton going to have the same amount of energy, and are we going to have a more PC Beetlejuice in this climate? And they solved all four of those issues for me in that movie.
I didn't see that one. Obviously, hadn't really seen the original until today. So
Yeah, the new
It's
one's
okay.
really good.
It's okay. It's a perfectly good legacy sequel.
But no, yeah, but what I like this movie is, like I said, it's just a fun movie. Like it's an amazing concept. Honestly, if the afterlife is like this, I wouldn't mind dying. You can go into it. It seems dangerous, but it seems kind of cool too.
I'm stuck inside of a house and you get eaten by sandworms if you leave.
Yeah, but don't go out fucking
That's
outside.
terrible.
Hey, it's called "Don't Go Outside" and say Beetlejuice 3 times, you dumb fuck.
All right. If you want to live like that or die like that, you want to live eternity inside of your own house for all making like models and dancing
Yeah, but,
with
you know, if I
football
could hang
players
out-
on stairs.
If I get to hang out with a crime movie actor who got into a accident with a grenade and he's played by Willem Dafoe, like I wouldn't care.
what?
No, they're
That's
just
the
part.
sequel. That's
Yeah,
like
but-
30 years later.
So
You
in
gotta
the-
wait 30 years to get that. You don't even get that right away.
So in the sequel, Willem Dafoe plays an actor, like an action movie actor,
Uh-huh.
and he got in an accident on set where he got blown up by an actual grenade. Which is funny because that's the whole Alec Baldwin thing. I think that was like pure genius. I'm like, that's on the nose, Burden. That's on the nose.
Wah, wah, wah. I promise we're going to talk about fun stuff in this episode and not about pedophiles and on-set shootings.
Okay,
Sorry, y'all.
pedophile and on-set accidents conversation ends right here.
Great.
Don't want to bring up Freddy Krueger. Anyways, so yeah, I just think this movie is pure genius, and I like. There's a little bit of a mystery here, where like the Maitlands have to kind of figure out what the hell happened, and all like the little things they got to do, and you have to draw a door on the brick wall, and then knock on the door, and then it's like a waiting room, and
Yeah.
anybody that's been alive and been in a waiting room knows that that's pure hell. So I mean that's kind of a funny thing there.
No, sure. No, it's a fun
Right.
setup for like the
And I
afterlife,
like
but it is
how
very
like the
bureaucratic.
people like they look like what happened to them like in the
Mhm.
afterlife. So like some guy got flattened, so like he's flattened for all eternity. That shrunken head guy, his head is shrunken from all eternity.
But along those lines, shouldn't the Maitlands just be wet like eternally?
Yeah, so
Like, didn't they drown?
yeah, I guess like somebody, I guess maybe Burton or like one of the makeup artists was like, no, we're not doing that. The
Oh,
entire movie.
interesting.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
That would be an awful role to play.
Oh yeah, just sopping wet for
Just
90
always getting buckets of water dumped on your head in between takes.
Yeah, but yeah, that's a lot of fun. And then I guess we just got into the deep dive. But I like how like when Urthro, Catherine O'Hara's like boss, is referring to his wife, and she said he said that she's very suicidal, and then he said, well, you know what they say about people that commit suicide? They're civil servants in the afterlife. I'm like, dude, that's pure genius. mean, I'm not saying I like suicide, but I'm just saying that's
And it turns out to be true in this movie.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because
Well,
this
you
is the
know-
lady that's working at the desk. That's how
Oh,
she
she's the
died.
best too.
Yeah, and I guess
I forget her
Juno,
name, but she's so
maybe.
good. Yeah, Juno is really good in this movie.
Yeah, for some reason,
She
I
always
thought
makes me laugh.
Juno was also Nick Cage's therapist in Vampire's Kiss, but it's not.
Oh, I don't know.
I was trying
It's
to
been a while
figure out
since
where
I've
I'd
seen
seen
Vampire's
her
Kiss.
before because her voice especially was very familiar,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't look her up or anything, so
Yeah,
that's on me.
But no, yeah, I really like that whole aspect of like how you died in the real world is how you look, and
No, yeah, there's some really good world building going on in this, and just sort of like thinking through the layers of it and slowly piecing it out to us as like an audience, like we're discovering it as an audience as the Maitlands are discovering it.
Right.
It's good.
I also like the warmness of this movie. They don't quite make family-friendly horror spooky movies, like they used to. Like the 80s and 90s were like the heyday of it. Because you had this, you had Gremlins, you had
Monster Squad.
oh yeah, Monster Squad, Tower of Terror in the 90s, Nightmare Before Christmas, Addams Family, Casper.
But so many families got so mad because of these movies, and
I
that's
don't
why they make that
care.
sanitized junk. I'm just saying that's why they don't make them anymore, because people are like, oh,
They've tried a few times. Like they've made like 2 Goosebumps movies, I think.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
saw
but
them. They're
Goosebumps.
fine, but they're
I
not like
haven't seen them,
scary.
because
They're
they
sort of
looked
like CGI trash.
They looked like they weren't scary. They looked like too goofy and
Mhm.
Oh
gooey.
yeah, yeah.
Same with
I
what was
actually
it?
like that Goosebumps
Eli
movie.
Roth movie. What was it called? Like the
House with the
clock
clocks
in
in the
its
walls. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was interested because it's Eli Roth making a family comedy,
Mhm.
but still horror. But then I just decided I wasn't interested anymore. I guess.
Yeah.
I guess
I guess that
kind of Stranger Things kind of took that reign a little bit.
they still make some of them. I mean, it's like they did the updated version of that book, Scary Stories to Tell at Night. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that
and they
wasn't
did a few
very
years
good.
ago. It wasn't good, but
I liked
that's
it.
probably the
They've done
closest.
a couple of good animated ones. Like there's Coraline, there's
Yeah.
Monster House, Paranorman is my favorite.
Paranorman.
That bunch.
Yeah, they're re-releasing Paranorman next week.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
That's a great one.
Yeah, I like Paranorman more than Coraline, honestly, but Coraline obviously more on it.
Right, because there's the book and everything. Speaking of problematic people.
Oh god, I didn't even know what happened with.
We just keep falling in this hole.
Well, no, they're digging the hole for it.
They're digging the holes. You're right.
They're
You're right.
making the hole wider, so everybody's falling into it.
Along with and Shia LaBeouf is helping them out with that.
Yeah.
Because he was in the movie Holes.
Oh gosh.
Oh, I just thought you were talking about Shia LaBeouf as a personality, as like as a person who's been canceled for reasons that are probably
another
legit.
childhood classic of mine. Okay, so you keep your damn mouth shut.
That Shia LaBeouf is a piece of shit. Like, what do you want me to say?
I mean,
it doesn't change the movie.
Kind of is, but I like Holes. I like the movie Holes.
That's fine.
It's a good movie.
I like Holes.
Yeah, Holes is good. Another thing I like about this movie is, especially like recently since the new one has come out, Michael Keaton has talked about his experience on this movie. He read the script, and it was a lot like Star Wars, where he could not understand the world, but he played it as sincerely as he possibly can. Like, he does not feel like he's phoning it in. Like, yeah, I don't fucking care about this weirdo afterlife ghost movie. Like, it didn't come across that at all. Like, he seemed like he's having a fun time, and he seemed like he really likes this world quite a bit, and he likes working with Burton because it's something different than what he's used to. Playing, kind of comedy movies or movies where he's kind of like a huckster kind of character, like Pacific Heights.
What is he in this? He's a huckster.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I mean,
he's just an undead. He's just an undead huckster.
But it's not like a normal type of movie. This is like a weird movie. That's what I'm saying.
It's true.
I
mean,
guess,
yeah,
but
before
if you think about the scenes that he's in, like where he physically had to be. I mean, there's the sets where like Beetlejuice turns into like a puppet and stuff. But the scenes that he's in is not very many. It's like It's him like sitting on the gravestones, like in miniature, talking to, Lydia, and then it's him talking to the Maitlands, and like he's never not in that much of the movie, and I don't feel like any of the sort of afterlife mythology gets thrown on him. He just gets to show up for a few scenes and go nuts.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's saying some
which
weird
is something
stuff.
he's really good at.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, he's a huckster, but like he's saying these weird, bizarre things.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and especially like when you first meet the Maitlands, like he just goes off and I don't know, he just seems like he's so comfortable in this world because, like you said, he is playing technically a huckster, so maybe like he's bringing that element into it for sure.
Right.
Of course, yeah. I mean, he's probably just taking off what he knows and then, just adding a little bit of weird to it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's probably, you're right in some ways. He wasn't really given a lot of roles like this before. Like he was playing like the lead or like the straight man, or like was never really like the comedic relief bit character. He's the side, like even though his name's above the title, he's not the main character of this movie.
Yeah,
like he's barely in the movie 15 minutes at the end of the day.
Yeah. Honestly, the world, I think the world record for like an iconic character not being in the movie a whole lot is got to be the Bride of Frankenstein because he's only in that for like 5 minutes.
Same with Hannibal Lecter too. I mean, he's only in the movie for like 15 minutes.
Yeah, 15, 20 minutes.
Well, not compared to the Bride. The Bride, like at the very
she just shows up right at the end. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and really, if you really think about it, it's like it only becomes like a plot point towards the end of the movie as well, where like Hannibal Lecter is throughout the movie.
Right.
Joker in Dark Knight is throughout that movie. Like it all kind of evolved around that character. I mean, you don't really see him a whole lot. Same thing with Beetlejuice. He's
and he shows up as an animatronic. He's a stop motion snake. His presence is there, I guess.
Yeah.
But the thing about Beetlejuice with relation to somebody like Michael Keaton is it's really kind of the greatest gift you can give an actor.
Yeah.
You give him a part where it's like, okay, here's the thing. You can't go over the top. There is no top. You can do whatever you want and it will be fine.
Blow right past it. Say whatever you want. You want to say fucking a kid's movie? Go for it.
Nice fucking model.
Sure does.
Yeah, so
they could get away with that just a little bit more in the 80s.
Yeah, so all the time I watched this movie, even when I finally sat down and watched it from beginning to end in 2009, it was the television version. It wasn't until like 2011, 2012 is when I finally watched it on DVD because my mom won it from some contest or whatever in her film, class or whatever. And yeah, when they got to that part, I'm like, what? You just says fuck in this movie?
Yeah, no, weirdly, when I watched it on Disney way back in the day, I remember they missed that. And I was like, that's so strange. And it was like 9 o'clock at night, but still, it's just like it seems like something they would have bleeped. I guess they just didn't know. I wondered for the longest time, is like, did he say that? Am I crazy?
Right.
I don't know.
Oh, so he had said fuck on Disney Channel?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a Disney
Channel.
Like 91, 92, something like that.
Man, so I mean now you can go on fucking Disney Plus and hear the fuck word on some stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's connected like Hulu and whatnot too. So it's just like,
yeah. No, so now every time I see like a Fox movie or whatever, and I see something like real messed up, like an Aliens or like a Deadpool movie, and then like I just picture like the classic VCR tape of Disney movie with like the little castle that goes do 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 coming up, and then it's like a family picture.
From Disney Family Home Video.
Yeah. So like the chest purchase thing from Alien when Wade Wilson is getting nailed in the backside in Deadpool by a Podesta. I'm like do 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 do. But yeah, that's pretty funny how like this Disney. I guess Bob Iger was not Bob Iger. Michael Eisner was off that day when the CEO of Disney.
Michael Eisner was the guy that actually got them to make more grown-up movies. Because he was the one that was the CEO when they established like Touchstone. Pictures, and then
Yeah, he's my
brought in
favorite.
Miramax to bring up more problematic people.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Dimension films came out of that.
Yeah, I
So
think
Michael Eisner, he's the best CEO they ever had.
Oh yeah.
I mean, kind of a rough guy from what I understand.
Yeah.
Not as bad as some CEOs, for sure. But
Yeah, Bob Iger.
no. That's not what I meant. But
No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know. Michael Eisner he really had a vision for how to run the corporation.
Yeah.
And just open it up to a bigger audience.
And
Even
eventually, he ran out of steam, and that's when they got rid of him. But
yeah, we need somebody like that that really want to emphasize like the creative side of people.
nah, money went out every time. It always does.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what ruled the world is the green man Elise. Just making people do things they didn't want to do. To quote Fleetwood Mac.
Like Beetlejuice, the sequel. The
Dude,
legacy
I like
sequel that nobody wanted.
Fuck off with that shit. But no,
It's okay. It's an okay movie.
I like the part when there's a thing that Kevin Smith did where he talked about his involvement in that Superman movie that never came about, and Warner Brothers gave him a few projects, including Beetlejuice Goes to Hawaii.
Yeah,
And he basically said
that was a real script that someone wrote.
Like, like Beetlejuice Goes to Hawaii. Didn't you say everything you wanted to say in the first Beetlejuice? Must we go tropical? I would have loved that. I would have loved to see Beetlejuice in Hawaii. That would have been amazing.
I'd have watched it. I mean, the show was fun. I remember the cartoon show being fun when I was a kid. I don't remember any episodes from it particularly, but like I feel like they just took that character and sort of expanded it a bit, which I assume is what they would have done.
It was just him and Lydia hanging out and like getting into trouble.
I completely remember that show, and the thing about it was they seemed like they were friends, like pals in the cartoon. Didn't think anything about him trying to marry an underage girl. Like making jerk off motion and making sexual jokes and saying the fuck word and looking at Gina Davis's skirt.
90s cartoons
brothels.
90s cartoons went just took very great liberties with like their movies. So like they made that Toxic Avengers movie or the Toxic Avengers TV show, the Toxic Crusaders, off that like hard R, trauma movie.
They would do anything, man.
They do anything. They made a Tales from the Crypt cartoon show for kids,
Yeah, it was a crazy coked up decade, the 80s and 90s. Dude, they fucking made like children toys with like Freddy Krueger. Like, what the fuck? He was a child murderer. And
popular icon.
Yep, I had some RoboCop toys when I was a
kid. The one with like the caps in the back when you like
you buy for $1.
Yeah, and then I lost the helmet, and because the helmet came off, so I lost it
for $1. I'll buy that for $1.
Oh god.
But I got a question for you guys.
What?
Do you think the character Ortho, is secretly in the closet as gay or bisexual?
Otho?
I mean, I don't think that it's really here nor there with regards to his character in the movie.
I mean, he's pretty famous.
I mean, I think that's the way the guy plays him. Now, I don't know that actor's name. I know I've seen him in other stuff.
Yeah, he was in Heathers.
Okay, well, he's always got that kind of like sort of lightly gay vibe to him.
Yeah, I don't know if he was in real life. He might have been.
I don't know. I don't know anything about him. Like I said, I don't even know his name. I just know I've seen him in other stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it would not surprise me. I mean, the fact that like there's like a whole like fan cult thing about Billy and Stu being gay from Scream. It can happen.
I mean, if you watch the way Matthew Lillard plays it, I think he's playing it intentionally.
The thing is, like, I'm 100% sure that Stu is gay for Billy. I'm not sure that Billy is gay for Stu.
Probably not. No.
Yeah.
They might have fooled around a little bit.
Never know. Experimented a bit.
But no, yeah, I like how there's like the first gay couple of horror. that's amazing. I mean,
I don't know, they're not, because I mean, rope.
No.
That's not a horror movie. That's a thriller movie.
Yeah, close enough.
Yeah,
Okay, apple,
it's a fine line.
tomato, tomato, potato, potato.
I mean, you could say that Scream is also more of a suspense thriller than a horror movie.
It's a
It's more
horror
of a
movie.
comedy. It's more of a comedy than a horror movie in some ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call
It's
it a horror movie.
oh.
It definitely can be for sure in some areas. But I wouldn't straight out call it a horror comedy. But
Anyway,
yeah.
Beetlejuice.
So I think I like the character art though. My favorite line that he does is when they go into the office and he goes, "Oh, deliver me from LL Bean."
Otho's a lot of fun.
I just like when he says, I know just as much about the afterlife as I know about interior decorating. And of course, you've seen what he's done with this house, and it's hideous. It's like, yeah, but you do know about as much about the afterlife as you know about interior decorating.
So, speaking of that, let's talk about the power of the great Canadian great Catherine O'Hare.
Oh, she's the best.
She's really good.
He has two iconic characters that I can relate to because basically sees these two characters in here and then Home Alone is my mom, but escalated like to 1,000. Like basically my mom on steroids because we just bought a house. We bought a house like 4 years ago, or she did. And it's basically like the DIY process from hell.
Yeah.
I'm watching this movie last year to prepare for the sequel, and I'm just laughing my ass off because this is like stuff my mom's going through right now. Like she's discovering new parts of the house, and she's just like horrified by it. And then Home Alone, the fact that she's like this crazy manic mother trying to get home to her kid, like that's my mom to the T. She travels a lot, and sometimes her flights get delayed, and yeah. So yeah, I just relate to these two characters a lot.
Catherine O'Hare has been great for years. I'm
Yeah, I
glad
love
she
Catherine
just
O'Hare.
now started getting like her flowers, like with like Schitt's Creek.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's just been like regulated to being like a bit character, like in Christopher Guest movies and all that sort of stuff. But she's always,
I don't know. She's done some of her best work in the Christopher Guest movies.
It's
I mean, A Mighty Wind. Like I don't know how her and Eugene Levy didn't both win Oscars for that. That was incredible.
She was gonna be. They were trying to get her nominated for that movie where she plays an actress about to get nominated for a movie.
Oh, what's that called? I know
it's called
For Your Consideration. Yeah, that one's not as good, but
no. Mighty Wind's really good.
What Mighty Wind
she's
about?
The Best in Show. Best in Show is really good.
It's about folk singers.
Oh, I thought that was just called the folkmen or the folk people.
Well, that's one of the groups in the movie. That's like the Spinal Tap guys. They play a folk group called the Folksmen.
Yeah, that band actually opened up for Spinal Tap one time.
That doesn't surprise me. They're always doing
wonderful.
crazy stuff like that. Yeah.
Love it.
I fucking love Spinal Tap. That's like one of my favorite comedy movies.
I need to see the new Spinal Tap.
I haven't seen the new one either.
Yeah, I heard it was that great.
I heard it wasn't good either, but
oh well. Rob Reiner hasn't made a good movie.
The one when I
20
rewatched Spinal Tap. Oh, sorry, I keep interrupting you.
Oh, you're fine. Go for it.
So when I recently watched Spinal Tap, the one part that cracked me up that I totally forgot about is when Michael McKean's character is telling Rob Reiner that like he has like books on tape and it's read by like famous people the same name the author. So like one of them is he says I got the collection of short works of Washington Irving named by some guy named Dr. J. And then Rob Reiner's like, oh, you mean Julius Irving, the basketball player? Right, Julius Irving. That was so funny. Right. But to hear Michael McKean, an American, do a fake British accent, saying Dr. J, he's like, Dr. J? This is so funny. But, yeah, anyways, Captain O'Hare was great in this movie. The fact, like, he just freaked out over, like, you know, like this very, like, warm, like, middle America.
Yeah, she
like,
hates it so much.
Yeah,
not middle America, though. It's like Connecticut.
Yeah, it's like upper state.
Like this beatnik from, like, New York. You're like, this is weird stuff. I mean, very much a character.
The worst art. Her sculptures are so terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the fact that, like, this character and Lydia, Winona Ryder's character, is like kind of a reflection of Burton himself. Like it's basically Burton
Yeah.
in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Um, just the fact that some people really take Burton seriously and there's a cult around him, and then some people don't like him, and then he's so up his own ass sometimes, especially
There
recently.
are people who just hate him out of principle. Like,
yeah, they've been to Hot
I get
Topic
it.
so many times and seen all the Nightmare Before Christmas merchandise, and they're just like, no.
Yeah, Gene Wilder did not like Tim Burton at all. He hated what he did with Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, and I don't blame him. That movie fucking sucked.
I kind of like.
To be honest, I have not watched that movie. I've never seen it.
Yeah, don't even bother. It's fucking terrible.
Jackson says it's pretty good.
I kind of like it. I don't like everything about it. It's definitely got a bunch of stupid stuff in it.
Yeah,
they should have done away with.
Well, they're going to taste, Jackson.
There are things in it that I enjoy very much. Yes.
Okay. But yeah, I don't like that movie at all. That's one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
Worst movie you've ever seen?
One of the worst movies I've ever seen.
One of the worst movies.
I don't know. I just love it when Johnny Depp is like, "Good morning, sunshine."
Oh, no. Fuck off.
It's so funny when he says it, though.
No, it's not.
It's the funniest line delivery.
No, I don't like it at all. Gene Wilder is so much better, and Timothée Chalamet definitely made up for that shit.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
I never saw Wonka. Yeah,
it's pretty good.
Really behind on my Wonkaverse adaptations.
I mean, that's like 1 of 3 Wonka movies out there.
I've only seen one.
Yeah, I mean, we don't count the last one was. We don't count the Tom and Jerry version.
There's a Tom and Jerry version?
I didn't know there was a Tom and Jerry.
I didn't know that.
And they got the mice as fucking Oompa Loompas. I'm like, what the fuck?
What?
Is that enough? Like that you're running the fucking Scooby Doo franchise to the ground. Now you're gonna do it with fucking Tom and Jerry. Like, what the fuck?
I think we've gotten way off topic. Where are we at?
This is unhinged.
Oh, sorry everyone. If you came to listen about Beetlejuice.
Yeah. But I will say you really start to see Burton's like what is it? Expressionistic German expressionistic influence in this movie, especially like when they're in the hallway going to Juno's office.
Yeah.
It's all the start. Like that's like something out of Caligar right there.
Sure. No, I mean there's been tinges of it before in like Pee-wee's Big Adventure or like Frank and Weenie, but like he really gets to go full tilt here in some scenes, especially once they go into the afterlife.
Yeah. Well, that's what he does so brilliantly, and why I like him personally is because not necessarily in the 2 Batman movies, but like here especially, most definitely in Enter Scissorhands and a little bit in the Big Fizz. It's like he does a great job combining like the fantasy, that kind of German expressionistic, real world with, he did a good job of combining both of the worlds together.
Yeah. That brings up really what my main issue is with a lot of Tim Burton stuff, is that, for all we talk about his, like how production designed his movies are, and, all this sort of gothic, expressionistic, imagery and everything. We never talk about the fact that Tim Burton, his camera techniques are just boring.
Yeah, I agree.
His framing is very commonplace. When he does move the camera, which is not super well, I guess he does it more now.
Yeah.
But he's not really good at like camera movement.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like his sets are good and his costumes are good, but the cinematography aspect of it all, I don't feel like does it justice.
Yeah.
But I think
especially, and then I know this is only like his second movie, so he's still figuring that out. But I don't even think it plays in a lot of his like later movies. So.
Woolly Hollow. Sleepy Hollow is probably
Sleepy Hollow does it the
best looking movie, and it's like
For
sort of
sure.
where he mars both his like style, his like visual like art style with like a good cinematographer,
Yeah.
and they make it work. But here it feels a little pedestrian, especially in some of these earlier
it's
movies.
more.
And Batman feels pretty
Oh,
pedestrian.
it's so in Batman, it's so obvious.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
Like,
think
like
what it is because his set design are just so dynamic that he just wants to do like these bare basic like camera positions and not really move around.
I guess, but I mean, you look at
Boring.
somebody like Guillermo del Toro, and he's doing
Mhm.
both. You know,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
I mean, even his early stuff like Chronos, he's doing both in that
Yeah.
movie.
Oh,
Still
yeah.
moving and shaking in those, yeah.
And you know, Tim Burton, he does what he does, and you know, that's what his artistic choices. But I just don't enjoy them very much. I don't find them very dynamic or interesting.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know, just the set is not going to get me all the way there. You need to do something.
But yeah, I'm not saying I don't disagree with you. I do agree with you. I never really thought about that. But I think I'm saying I'm saying like I think that's where his mindset is at.
I guess, yeah.
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 Which is pretty interesting. What else can we talk about this movie? I don't normally like Alec Baldwin. I just don't think he's very funny, and I think he's kind of an asshole. In
He's
real
supposed to be the
life.
straight man in this movie. I mean, he's essentially like both the
Yeah.
Maitlands are the
He's
straight
pretty
men
funny,
in this movie.
though.
Yeah.
I really like him in this movie. Yeah, for sure. I think he's really funny in this movie.
He had one of my laugh out loud moments, which was when he's like, they're trying to scare them, and he's got his head on the floor, you know, and he's like, I forgot to lock the attic, and then he like starts to run away, but he still doesn't have his head on, and just the way he runs is funny. That made me laugh.
I like the part when he pulls the seat over to his side, and then Dean Davis just floats midair, and then they hear like the Deets come to the house, and then like he falls to the ground. I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah, this movie has a lot of gags in it, but I don't think they're all very funny sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
but when they're
it's
funny,
in
they're
it-
really funny.
They're really funny. Like it's always entertaining. It's just like sometimes the
Yeah.
jokes hit and sometimes they don't quite hit.
I love that the what is it called? The Handbook for the Recently Deceased. And it's published by Handbook for the Recently Deceased Press. And then it's just implied that it's just the worst read. Like no, like it's
No one
just
ever
so
reads it. Yeah.
confusing and poorly written.
Yeah, and he's like the thing where he's like stereo instructions.
Yeah, they say
Yeah, and
that a
then
couple
like, you're the
times.
only person that knows that understands
Because she's so obsessed with death that she's gonna push through this book and figure it out.
Yeah, she's strange and unusual. Which is actually that was one of my mom's quotes in this horror quote quiz that we're doing is on himself in strange and unusual. And I want to talk about Winona Ryder because when we talk about like horror screen queens and whatnot, like she almost never gets brought up, but she is one because she's in this. She's in Heather. That's kind of like a horror thriller kind of thing. Alien Resurrection. Stranger Things, Black Swan.
Lost Souls, that terrible movie from '99.
Which one?
It's like a terrible movie that came out in '99, like at the same time around like Stigmata came out. I think it's called Lost Souls. It is not very good.
But yeah,
It stars with Winona Ryder.
Yeah, but she's kind of a screen queen, and
that's a real stretch. I mean, she's done some horror-ish things, but she's not like Jamie Lee Curtis or somebody that did a whole bunch of them.
That's true. Also, like very rarely does she scream in these movies.
That's true. Yeah, they're always more like this is a comedy, and she's like the most deadpan character in the whole movie.
Yeah, but they don't have to scream in the movie.
It helps.
Okay.
It's the
I mean, if you're gonna call
Jamie
him
Lee Curtis was
scream
not in a lot of
queen.
horror movies, especially back in the day. She was like in 4 of them, or 3 of them.
Well, then she came back and did several more. She did. She did
so
like
she was
5
in
more
Halloween.
Halloween movies.
Yeah, she was in Halloween 1 and 2, and then she was in Terror Twain.
Prom Night.
Prom Night.
Yeah, Prom Night. So 5.
Yeah, and then she came back to the Halloween franchise.
Yeah.
And did
What I'm saying is Winona Ryder.
Yeah, but that's all you need is like five big ones. I mean, there's 2
in a row too. Yeah, I think if you
Prom Night's kind of a big one.
Sure, but I mean, if you spread them out over time, then it doesn't come out that way. You know what I mean? Like hers were like concentrated, like right there.
Yeah,
Like, out of Halloween, she got
But Winona Ryder just occasionally will do a sort of more macabre movie, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, she's not. I wouldn't call her a scream
Oh,
queen.
and Dracula. She was in Dracula.
That's true. She
Yeah.
wasn't Dracula.
She's not very good in Dracula.
No one's
A lot
really
better
good in
than,
Dracula except for
Keanu.
Gary Oldman.
Oh, Gary Oldman and Anthony Hopkins is having a ball.
Yeah, yeah. I'll tell you what, she's a lot better than Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's miscast.
That
That's
movie's-
word. I love
I love that movie, but the casting is unfortunate in many cases.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, apparently Ben loves fucking Keanu as Jonathan Harker. I'm like, dude, he's like the worst Jonathan Harker.
I wouldn't say love, but I do think
I find
Keanu
him
Reeves gets a
sort
bad
of
rap
charming
all
in the
time.
way that you
Yeah.
find like a puppy dog cute. I mean, that's kind of what he is. In
He's
that
just
movie.
he's just out of his depths a little bit. It's fine.
Yeah. He just can't do the accent.
Yeah.
Nicholas Holt
Yeah.
is the best Jonathan Harker, in my opinion.
I mean, he technically yes. I mean, it's not a great character. It's not the most
Yeah.
interesting character in that story.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Mina is a lot more interesting character, in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
I mean, she's definitely more the star. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, hey, I got a joke for you. What's Dracula's
Sure.
favorite Elton John song?
I don't know. What is it?
What is it?
Don't go staking my heart.
Okay.
This is when you add crickets to the soundtrack.
Come on, that's funny. That's funny. We need to know how to write that parody, Jackson.
I'd never.
I would never.
Dude, can you just picture like Gary Oldman's Dracula and Winona Ryder's Mina Harker singing that together?
I would watch a Dracula rock opera though if they made one.
Like the puppet one from Forget
Yeah.
Sarah Marshall.
Exactly. Yes. If they made that into live action, I would watch that any day.
I haven't seen that movie, but I know what you're talking about.
That's the best. It's one of the best parts of that movie.
Because it's really funny that it's happening, and then it's
Uh-huh.
also on top of that, it's a really terrible
good-
musical.
Yeah.
Like the song is really bad, but that makes it funnier.
hmm
Yep. And then the big finale would just be don't go staking my heart.
Sure.
Don't go staking my don't go staking my don't go staking my heart. So that was a bad Bela Lugosi.
Yeah, Winona Ryder.
Yeah. But no, yeah, she's great in this movie. Like, I mean, Lydia and Wednesday Addams are like the two like goth like girl queens.
Yeah,
Mhm.
which is why they had to put them together in the sequel.
Yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
I mean, I thought Jenna Ortega was really good. Not her
She's
best.
always great. Yeah.
She's
But-
good in it. I mean, everyone's fine in that movie. The movie kind of has the same problems this movie does. Is that its structure is kind of weird, and then it just rushes almost to the end at a certain point. Like, I don't know.
This
Like,
one
it's
definitely
structurally-
like the setup feels like it takes a long time.
Mhm.
Like I don't know exactly what minute mark Beetlejuice finally shows up, but
It's like 40 minutes in, 45 minutes.
It
in,
seems like
something
a
that.
long, so it's almost halfway through the movie,
Yeah.
and I'm like, okay, I get you're trying to save up this character,
hmm
but then he's not in it very much even in the second half. I don't know.
But that's the thing. I love seeing the Deets or the Maitlands figure this shit out. I think that's really entertaining.
Some of it's really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, there's some good gags in there.
Yeah, it's not like an all-out like you're cracking up throughout.
No,
the,
yeah.
But there's like little laugh moments. It's like Ghostbusters.
Sure.
Like there's not to me Ghostbusters. I mean, maybe a few moments in Ghostbusters that are like a big laugh moment, like the this man had no dick line.
Mm.
Right.
But like there's like this little thing you kind of laugh at and go
Yeah.
kind of like
Sure.
this,
Yeah.
Obviously, the biggest comedy set piece is the dinner scene where everybody
Mhm.
sings Deo, which I'd seen that scene before, and I was like, okay, whatever. Then really watching it today and like actually paying attention to it, I was laughing pretty hard. And you get the feeling because I was really like zeroing in on like each character and
Mhm.
how they're playing like trying to resist and not being able to resist. And then I caught this one moment because for most of the scene you don't see Winona Ryder. And then it shows like a wide shot, and she's back in the corner, and they put her behind like it looks like a coat rack or something like that. Because you can tell that she cannot keep a straight face during all of this.
Yeah,
It's cracking up watching all
Never
these other
noticed
actors
that. That's
perform
amazing.
I
this
never
song.
noticed that. Like, yeah, he's not. Well, her
It's
big.
very brief, but you can definitely see it at once, maybe twice. When they go to a certain wide angle, she's standing behind something, and she is trying very hard not to laugh.
Yeah, she's not really in that scene a whole lot. I
No,
mean,
she's in the beginning, and then she kind of disappears once they start doing the song.
yeah, I mean, well, her big moment is the jumping the line, Rockabye in Time
Yeah.
scene.
But dude that plays Otho to me is the funniest one in that scene. I don't know, just the way him and I don't know if that's supposed to be like his wife or whatever,
Girlfriend.
but those two, they're the funniest in that scene to me. Something about the way they move. So what?
I mean, Jeffrey Jones is pretty funny. Like,
They're
when
all
they get
really
to the
funny,
final-
but there was something about those two specifically that I thought was the funniest.
Yeah, when they get to the Black Tarantula line, like his facial expression is so funny. But yeah, that's like the cornerstone of the scene. What's
Right.
funny about it is like the music doesn't match up the aesthetic in the movie, but the lyrics are so weird. What makes
Yeah.
this scene?
I also like that it's set up in the beginning of the movie that like this is the kind of music that Alec Baldwin likes. You know, he just loves calypso music and Harry Belafonte and stuff because he's listening to it at the beginning of the movie.
Oh yeah.
And then what does Juno say to them? She's like, "You have to figure out something that you know that you know that something that you can do to scare them." And that's what he comes up with. He's like, "We're gonna make them all sing Harry Belafonte."
It's just like a movie about bad ghosts. Like it's essentially like the whole movie is just like people.
Eric, I don't think we
failing
gotta
to
say.
get
I thought the musical number in Beetlejuice was slightly better. Like I thought it was so much fun. The Mark Opera Park when they're getting married.
It was fine. I mean, by that point in the movie, I was kind of like I had forgotten that they'd even did a.
Oh, dude, I was
in the other
loving
movie.
it. I was loving it.
It
Someone
was fun.
slapped the kick out in the Wayne.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, that one was kind of interesting because like the lyrics of that song is weird as well as the Banana Boat song, and also the music matches the aesthetic of the scene.
I guess so. I mean, that song definitely feels a little more like cinematic than the Harry Belafonte one does. But
I think that's what makes it such a great song for that scene because
it does kind of stick out like a sore thumb.
so out of left field.
Yeah.
And plus, it's got that sort of like it's not too fast, it's not too slow. It's just this very easy going song, and it allows them to do these very silly dance moves where they're like they'll drag themselves this way and they'll spin around and they'll drag themselves back the other way.
So, if you guys
Danny
were
with
a
shrimp
ghost
hands.
and you're trying to kick someone out of your house, what song would you use?
That would have made a good hypothetical. I didn't think of one for this episode. That would have been a good one. I don't know.
Well, the official hypothetical, the true hypothetical.
Drew. Okay. What song would I use? Something that's probably like really long. Is there a song that is just like 90 minutes long? I don't know. I can't think of one.
It's probably something by like the Flaming Lips or something like that. They do
I want one that's just on repeat for like 90 minutes.
You're gonna go. You're gonna do American Pie.
Oh yeah. No, not American Pie. I like that song. I don't think anybody would. People wouldn't leave probably for that.
I'm gonna
I don't
do.
know. What would you say? Yeah.
I'm gonna go. Another Brick in the Wall.
Okay.
That'd be a fun one.
Huh.
Or Staying Alive would be another fun one.
The first one that came to my head, it's not even a real song. It's like kind of a parody, but it's Peter Serafinowicz's A Full Day in the Life.
I don't know. That
Y'all
song.
ever heard of this?
No.
Okay, so Peter Serafinowicz, you know who that guy is, right? He's in a bunch of movies. He's in like Shaun of the Dead. He played the Tick on Amazon. That guy.
Oh, he was a Tick? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was the Tick.
Cool.
So he's really good at impressions.
I love that guy.
And like singing impressions, especially. And he does the Beatles really well. He does whole sketches where he plays all four Beatles. But he did this thing where he took the song A Day in the Life. And you know that middle section where Paul comes in? He's like, I woke up got out of bed,
Yeah.
pulled the comb across my head. Well, he takes that section and expands it out for like 8 minutes, where he tells you what everything the guy did that day. Every
Love it.
single thing. Talks about getting on the bus and going to work and going to the store after work and like every single thing. And it goes on forever. So that's what I would use.
My favorite Beatles thing that he did is when he's talking about like how like the Beatles always argue, and then like the other Beatles need Paul need to go poop, and then like
Yeah,
Paul gets
that's
mad, and he's like,
okay. So you've seen some of his stuff.
yeah, and then like Paul is like, I can't help the human condition. You just gotta go poo, and then it cuts to them on the rooftop of Apple Studios.
And they're all sitting on toilets playing a song about how everybody needs to poo.
Yeah, and then there's another one where when Ringo like writes his song for Goldfinger, and it's the dumbest song ever.
I haven't seen that one. I'll have to look it up.
Yeah.
All his stuff is really funny, but A Full Day in the Life, if you can find it, it's really hard to find online unless somebody's uploaded it somewhere. But used to be you could only find it on what's that called? I can't SoundCloud or something.
SoundCloud's still around. Yeah.
Yeah, it might still be on there.
Yeah,
It's
and then there's
very
another
funny.
one where he makes fun of the Paul McCartney Christmas song, and it's like sexual. That one's pretty almost kind of funny, but it's not as funny as the pooping one. That pooping one's hilarious.
That is really funny.
Poops are always funny.
Yeah. Yeah, so you're ready to wrap this episode up, and now unless you got anything else you want to say about
I was trying to think anything else that was really funny to me in the movie. I can't think. There was just like it would be little moments, like something that like a facial expression or just the way somebody would say a line sometimes would be the funniest stuff to me. So and I can't think of any like real specific examples.
Yeah, for sure. What about you, Eric? You got any closing thoughts?
Yeah, this movie's fun. This movie has like a level of nostalgia for me that that like keeps it present in my mind a lot. I've always enjoyed this movie. It's also a movie that I've seen enough times that I don't have to go back and rewatch. To be honest, I didn't rewatch it for this review, but I've seen it probably 30 or 40 times over my life. So
yeah,
I've got movies where I don't need to rewatch it. I know I've sure I've done it before, but yeah.
Yeah,
Jaws. I didn't rewatch. I don't think I rewatched Jaws.
Yeah,
I'm definitely. Yeah, I'm definitely nostalgic, not as much as you are, because I didn't watch this movie in full until much later in my life. But I love this movie. This movie, like so fun to watch. It's a cozy. It's just a cozy movie, man. Like it's not.
It's a good time. It's a good 90 minutes. It doesn't try to overstay its welcome. It kind of gets in, gets out, does its thing. It's a little laboriously structured, but
I mean, that's just Tim Burton.
The movie's perfect.
Yeah.
He didn't write it though, so that's the thing. And like I do think like he gets a lot of props for this movie, but like the writers they did a pretty good job like building this world.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a point when Tim Burton was like one of my top 5 favorite directors, and then I discovered other people like Del Toro and De Palma and Edgar Wright, and then so they kind of took over. Yeah, so now obviously like my top 5 is obviously Spielberg, Fincher, Hitchcock. And then I would say from there, I would honestly say Del Toro and then Brian De Palma.
Interesting.
But that's the thing. Like my top 3 for anything is always pretty solid. It's usually 4 and 5 that kind of gets flipped around a lot of the time.
Mine changes about every 5 months.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I don't mean like just directors. I just meant for like any top 5.
Oh no, I feel that way about everything. Mine changes depending on like my mood and just like how bad a day I've had or a good day. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like you like Tarantino one day, and then you're like,
oh yeah,
Tarantino. I like.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, I went through a whole period where I was just like terrible hack, and now I'm like, yeah, he's pretty good.
Tarantino.
I went from a period of like loving him at one point to like hating him to back to liking him to being indifferent, utterly indifferent now.
Oh really? I love Tarantino.
I don't think I've ever went through the phase where I didn't like him.
Yeah, I guess that makes me sound so film broy, but I love Tarantino.
That's fair.
I mean, I recognize other film directors too. Like I like
Sure.
other people. Yeah. Yeah, just you just gotta mix it up, man. You gotta like the stereotypical stuff, and then you gotta like the more obscure stuff.
Variety is the spice of life.
Yeah, I mean the fact that I fucking love Phantom of the Paradise, and that's not even like a movie that a lot of people talk about, anyways.
That's true. It is, I mean, it's a cult classic.
Yeah,
That's why it's got a cult following. People don't talk about it enough.
yeah. But anyways, you ready to get the favorite part and least favorite part? And I'll start with you,
Sure.
Jackson. What is your favorite part of this film?
I honestly think it was just the little shot where I noticed that Winona Ryder couldn't keep it together. And I might not have not even seen it correctly because it's so brief and she's so far in the background. And like I said, that she's kind of obscured by something that they put in front of her. But I'm pretty sure that's why they put that there. It's because she couldn't hold it together. And I just always I love to watch an actor break. I know it's like a mistake that they're making, but I don't know. I just like it always happens on The
But it makes sense
Office.
for her character.
It does. It would make sense that she would be laughing at this because it's so silly and it's ghosts like just doing their thing. And it's ghosts that she likes and it's doing it to people she doesn't like. So it does make sense, but you can tell it's her and not the character that's cracking up. And I just loved that. It was
Yeah,
endearing
that's
to me.
why like I wanted the Maitlands to be in the cartoon because I just love her relationship with them. And like, but
It's
of
very
course,
sweet. Yeah.
of course, Beetlejuice is the star of the movie, or the thing that you remember the most about the movie. Like he's the thing, so like he's gonna be the one that she's buddies with, even though like he tried to marry her.
Yeah.
Yeah, different continuity. I
Yeah.
think honestly, it seems like the cartoon and the movie are like two different continuities.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They do not follow the same.
Yeah.
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 But what's your least favorite part of this movie?
It's Tim Burton's camera work. I just find it so boring. He's got all these great sets, like especially like the Netherworld
Mm.
and even the house, but I don't even think it's like lit that well. I don't know. It just doesn't work. His visual style doesn't work for me all the time. And in this case, it really doesn't, even though I think what he's going for is interesting. But I
Yeah.
don't think he achieves it very well. And like I said, only his second movie.
Mm.
Go on to do much better looking things, but yeah, I don't think this is one of them.
Okay. What about you, Eric? Your favorite part and least favorite part of the film?
My favorite part is I really love all like the prosthetic makeup in the movie. I think everything always looks great. Like all those like just like the smashed guy and like the cut in like Juno's throat where she's like smoking and like all those little gags. And then just like the weird faces they end up making. Like all the makeup in the movie is great to me. Beetlejuice in general just looks kind of gross and grimy and green and
Yeah.
gangreney. So makeup is my favorite part.
And then least favorite part?
I've never understood this. And maybe they explain it. Maybe I'm just a bad listener. But I even wondered it as a kid. It's like, why is his name different sometimes? Like sometimes it's Beetle Guys, but then the movie is called Beetlejuice.
Okay.
And it feels like
I didn't do any research, but this is my understanding. So Beetlejuice, the way it's spelled when, in the movie on the signs and stuff, it's the name of a star.
Oh yeah.
There's a star called Beetlejuice. But if you just spelled it that way in the title and on the poster, people be like, what? But you put just the word Beetlejuice the way it's spelled, and that's intriguing immediately.
It's
So I
the
think
Oneaters. It's the Oneaters factor.
and I'm sure they chose that name because it sounded sort of gross.
Sure, of course. Yeah.
But, you couldn't spell it that way like completely.
But I think that's what always confused me is that even in the movie they say Beetlegeist or Beetlejuice spelled like the star, but then it's also
I think they just don't know how to pronounce it at first.
I guess so.
Yeah.
But it's spelled different. I don't know. That's one of my like I have always wondered that, but that makes sense.
Yeah. Also, not to be confused with Beetlejuice from the Howard Stern show.
Oh my god.
Okay. I never listened to that show.
I like him just fine. I mostly listen to him if he has like an interesting guest on, like Metallica or like Tarantino. He has on quite a bit, but yeah, I don't really like him as a person.
Yeah, the 90s were a weird time for him. I mean, I'm sure he was very successful in the 90s, but there was
Yeah,
You
it
know,
seemed like he
a
chilled
lot
out.
of terrible shit.
It seemed like he's chilled out a little bit. He's not like as like gross and crude now. He just
Well, I think now he's canceled.
Oh yeah,
Not like societally canceled.
right.
Like his show literally
Lost
got
a serious contract. Yeah,
serious.
oh okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he just kind of comes off as kind of a jerk. Like he
Mhm.
it's like somebody called in one time and like asked him his like top 3 guitar riffs, and the guy gave him top 3 guitar riffs. He said like can't remember what he said, but like he basically like just ripped this guy a new one, saying like his top 3 guitar riffs are like ridiculous. I'm like, fuck you, dude. Like somebody's top list is personal to them. It's
Sure.
like their favorite, not the best. You know what I mean?
Guy's a jerk. He's a joke and a jerk.
Yeah.
Screw him.
But
Like
anyway,
I said, I've never listened to him, so I don't know.
I'm gonna go. My favorite part, Catherine O'Hare, and
She's always good.
Catherine O'Hare.
Mm-hmm.
And my third favorite part of this movie is let me see if I can remember it. Oh, Catherine O'Hare. Like it used to be Beetlejuice was like my MVP of this movie,
Mhm.
but it's Catherine O'Hare because I could just relate to her character.
Yeah. If only you
sure.
could say her name 3 times and she appeared.
Oh, really? That'd be
There's a
awesome.
monologue for you. Yeah.
Oh,
But no, I just
if only.
yeah, I just love her character. I just relate to her, like, cause that is my mom. Not as kooky and as like, I mean, my mom's not a beatnik like her character is, but just the fact that like she wants this house to be a specific way. She's just freaked out over like just the.
And then she has terrible taste.
Oh yeah.
My mom got good taste.
By the end of the movie.
Yeah, my mom got very good taste in home design. I'll say that right now. Her, my sister, and me sometimes will watch all those home design shows, which is pretty.
This house, good bones.
Yep.
All those.
But anyways, let's get to rating.
Okay.
And I'll start with you, Eric. What is your rating out of 10?
It's a 7. It's a solid 7. There's a good, it's a good, fun movie. It's not one that, you don't have to think too hard about. It flows along pretty well. There's some structure problems, but, it can't be perfect. I have a good time. Yeah. I think some of the things Jackson was talking about are very obvious, but yeah, it's okay. A 7. I give it a 7.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's not a bad score. What about you, Jackson? What is your score out of 10?
I give it the same. I'd give it a 7. I mean, if a movie, I laughed out loud like multiple times throughout the movie, and then I was chuckling throughout a good portion of it as well. And so if a movie can do that, I'll give it a 7.
Awesome. I'm gonna give it an 8. Like I said, it's a really fun movie. It's definitely one of my favorite horror comedies, but I would not say it's one of my top even 10 comedies of all time. I have to really think about that, but yeah, but I still really find this movie really just a really good time. So I gave it an 8, and then you and Jackson gave it a 7, and so according to the average calculator, the official horror, sci-fi, and beyond score for Beetlejuice is a 7. Not too bad.
Yeah, that's about right.
So we got a little fun segment here. We're gonna talk about our favorite ghosts in pop culture, and then we'll cut to Reed, and he'll talk to you about two of his favorite ghosts in pop culture.
My favorite ghost, my favorite fictional ghost, I'm gonna cheat because my favorite fictional ghost is, and I'll give you the true answer, and then I'm going to make it kind of a tie, because I think in my heart it really is kind of a tie, because I love these two for very different reasons. I can't pick just one. My favorite fictional ghost ever is Jacob Marley from A Christmas Carol. I love the fact that this man is so condemned by his choices, but in the story still finds a way to kind of transact a path of redemption for his old partner. That just I find that really compelling and thought-provoking. Kind of inspiring in a way, but I also love, Jacob's scene in The Christmas Carol is my favorite scene. Just the way he eerily ascends upon the bedroom of Ebenezer Scrooge, and I just love the exchange. I love so many of the things that he expresses about humanity and about the best and most important things as we're navigating our lives, and what matters and what doesn't. So yeah, Jacob Marley is my absolute favorite character. Practically a tie is the Headless Horseman of Sleepy Hollow. I love the Headless Horseman because of his iconic sort of visage. A lot of that is fueled by the Disney adaptation and what they did with the character, but I just love that character tremendously. I love that short story. Headless Horseman is a favorite of mine just because of how ominous he is, because of how threatening he is. I just love the prospect of there being this horseman who has no head. In many examples, he's carrying a pumpkin. In the actual story, he's carrying his own head, which is even more gruesome. But I really have a hard time choosing between Jacob Marley and the Headless Horseman of Sleepy Hollow. So I'm going to cheat. If you press me to the wall and it has to be one, then I'll go with Jacob Marley. But the Headless Horseman of Sleepy Hollow is riding right on his heels, close enough as to be neck and neck, nose to nose with him. But those are my favorite ghosts.
Okay. All right, Reed. Thank you for contributing. Your Jacob Marley, with I knew that was obvious. And then the Headless Horseman, which is kind of funny because it connects to Tim Burton, because he did Sleepy Hollow. When Christopher Walken played him. I'm the Headless Horseman. I have no head. It's crazy. Tim Burton. Sorry, that was terrible.
It started out pretty good. You kind of fell off near the end.
You got a couple of the phrases. Yeah.
I'm gonna throw my pumpkin head at you.
There wasn't an ask to do more though.
Well, I decided to do more. Fuck you.
That's fair. Okay. All right.
Jackson, what is your favorite ghost in pop culture? And then you can do honorable mention.
Okay. Well, I'll save the honorable mention to the end in case it's somebody else's favorite. Yeah. I think my favorite, and I'm not a big ghost movie person. Like, it's just not my genre. I don't find them particularly interesting or scary. But if I got to pick a ghost, it's not going to be from a horror movie. It's going to be from David Lowery's film, A Ghost Story. Ooh. So I'm going with C, like the letter C. Okay. Played by Casey Affleck, who is under a sheet for almost the entire film and doesn't say anything.
So that's really not a horror movie, right? At all?
No, it's like a very sort of meditative it's not even really as much of a drama as it is like a tone poem, if you want to call it that. Like, it's very sort of abstract and odd and sad. It's so sad.
I'm gonna have to
and like I said, it's Casey Affleck under a sheet, like a stereotypical ghost with black eyes at the front, and he doesn't.
Oh my god! I just thought one of my favorite scenes from Beetlejuice is when the Maitland's trying to scare the Deets with the seats and
with the sheet.
Think they're doing stuff. It was pretty funny.
And then when they're trying to scare Lydia, and he's like, "We're go." That made me laugh pretty hard.
He's like, "Are you gross under there? Are you like Night of the Living Dead?"
Like, I'm not scared of a sheet.
Night of the Living what? Night of the Living Dead. It's a movie. I'm like, okay. Alec Baldwin from Beetlejuice. I know you're a little bit more, reserved compared to the Deets, but you have heard of the George Romero classic Night of the Living Dead. It's one of the best zombie movies ever. Sorry, rant over.
He lives a sheltered life. He lives in a cabin, makes models with his wife.
A Ghost Story.
Ghost Story.
It's a beautiful film, and if you describe it to somebody, it sounds like it would be funny. Because you say, "Oh, it's about a ghost," and the ghost is wearing a sheet and just sort of floating through the world. I mean, he's not floating literally; he's just walking. But I don't know. It's such an interesting point of view for a movie to take. Like, let's take the point of view of a ghost who can't speak because he's dead. And And there's like one scene where he's having a conversation, quote unquote, with a ghost in the house next door, and they're looking at each other through windows. And they don't say anything, but you see the subtitles underneath of what they're saying, and it's the saddest conversation
Oh my
because the
God.
other ghost is like, "I'm waiting for someone, but I don't remember who." And Casey Affleck's like, "Are they ever gonna come?" He goes, "I don't think so," or something like that.
Oh my god, yeah.
It's just these very sad ghosts.
Yeah, so the movie's kind of like surreal a little bit.
It's very
Yeah, yeah.
surreal.
Oh yeah.
And like I said, it sounds silly when you describe it. And I don't want to say the movie doesn't have any sense of humor because I think it knows how silly it is.
Mhm.
But it takes itself very seriously, and you wind up with it's sort of like a Terrence Malick movie, but half as long because it's only like an 80-90 minute movie. It's very
Mhm.
short.
Man,
And it's got a scene where Rooney Mara
Eats a pie.
cries and eats an entire pie while sitting in the floor.
Which is very funny.
And it's one take, and it goes on for like 6 minutes, and she just scarfs down an entire pie while the ghost watches her do it. So sad.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Really good. It's the same guy that directed like The Green Knight and the Pete
Strega. Yeah.
He's done some other good stuff.
Okay, cool.
All Them Body Saints is another good one.
I
That's
didn't
sort of
see
like
that one.
tone poemy sort of, but like sort of like Bonnie and Clyde almost.
Yeah.
It's
All right,
good.
Eric. What about you? What is your favorite ghost in pop culture?
So mine also was not. I almost picked. I honestly, Ghost Story was like third on my list, so I almost picked that one too. But also I decided to pick one that wasn't horror either. And I picked Sam Wheat from Ghost, like the Patrick Swayze movie. I mean, it's the lead character. He's a ghost.
Like the hottest ghost that's ever
the hottest ghost in the world.
Never died,
mean,
I guess.
And the movie itself is a little cheesy at times, but like I think all the performances are very like sincere and sweet, and it's got maybe some of the scariest ghosts in that movie too, like the dark ones that come out of like the shadows.
That's pretty pretty intense.
Terrifying. Scared me as a child. But yeah, no, Sam Wheat, it's sweet and fun, and it's sort of like
one of the directors
Beetlejuice.
of Airplane.
Airplane comes Ghosts
Comes
Demi
Ghosts,
Moore.
yeah.
This summer.
They got nominated for Best Picture. And
Best Picture.
Goldberg won an Oscar.
One. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's good. It's a good movie. It holds up for the most part.
Yeah, I've never seen that movie, but
for a movie 35 years old.
Every time I think of it, I always think of them making that very phallic state pottery.
I mean, it is the number
key
one scene.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And it happens early on in the movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's this movie. That's that movie's Deo scene, basically.
Oh, yeah.
I had that song on my awesome mixtape playlist on Spotify, and I was playing Call of Duty Zombies to that song. And it was pretty funny. I'm gonna go my favorite ghost in pop culture, which is from the same story that Reed picked, A Christmas Carol, Charles Dickens. And I'm gonna go, and it's kind of cheating, but it's kind of interconnected. But it's basically Ebenezer Scrooge's conscience. So that would be the ghost of Christmas past, the ghost of Christmas present, and the ghost of Christmas yet to come. Now, it used to be my honorable mention, but I thought about it this morning, getting ready. This is more profound than my honorable mention. Because this is all a reflection of Ebenezer Scrooge. Because so it's like it's his conscience, really. It's not really like ghost in the traditional sense.
Sure.
Like, yeah, they're not like a person that died and is haunting him.
But they are haunting him in some ways. Like he's tormented by them.
Right.
Yeah, really, each ghost, the personality reflects them. And I came up with a really interesting theory this morning about that, which I'll get to in here in a second. So the ghost at Christmas present is typically like this bright, shining kind of figure. And it shows him his life when he was happy. When his dad, got off the bottle and, brought him back into the house and everything was happy. And then he went to business, met his fiance, and then Scrooge didn't want to marry her and settle down because he wasn't making enough money yet. and he was like, "Oh shit! Like I really fucked up that." And so
Uh-huh.
that's how, and then he became very stone-hearted, and that's how he treated everybody around him. So then the Grocer Christmas Present is usually like very jovial and happy, in all the versions, and that's the reflection of how he sees the world. Like everybody's just happy-go-lucky, kind of, including
Mm-hmm.
um the worker that's under him, Bob Cratchit. Um, and then the Ghost of Christmas Yet to Come is this very spectral, Grim Reaper kind of character, very cold-hearted, kind of like what he might end up as is if he continues to, be stone-hearted. So the
Mm-hmm.
ghost is a reflection of that ghost is a reflection of him.
Sure.
Here's my theory. I think in this world, I think every ghost would be a different like figure based off of you.
Hmm.
Like it wouldn't be the same person or the same like figure.
So like you're saying like Ghost of Christmas Yet to Come would be different for me than for you. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Yes, based off of how we live our lives, how we treat other
Mhm.
people, how other people perceive us, how we look at the past, how we live our present, and then how our possible future will turn out as.
Of course. It's like
Which is why I think I think it's funny how they do when they do like a cartoon, we'll do a parody of this, where it's not Scrooge, it's somebody completely different. How they do their own take on it. I think that's kind of that makes my theory makes sense in that.
sure. Yeah. I mean, I think it's a reflection of you know,
Well, you look at the Bill Murray
the
one, he's not Scrooge. Um, and then they're clearly different. Like each
Yeah.
ghost is different than what we traditionally seen. Like
yeah, but they do also hit on the same things that you're talking about. So they are like they have these general touchstones for
yeah. So the
them, but
purpose
then
is the same, but the
mhm.
personality is different.
The personality is not necessarily different as much as like the characterization is just like a little
Oh
different.
no, the
Yeah.
Ghost of Christmas Past is very like that loudmouth New York in Scrooged.
In Scrooge, wait, Christmas Past. Oh, well, yeah,
Yeah,
kind of,
David
but yeah,
Johansen from New York
but
Dolls.
the always the Ghost of Christmas future is always like a dark, shadowy figure in a cloak. And you
Yes.
don't see his face, and the second one's always bright and jovial, and so a lot of them are always the same,
Yeah.
but or at
And
least
then
the
there were
same
one
like characterizations of it. But
yeah, and there were one on Hallmark where I don't remember how they did the first two ghosts, but the last one wasn't really a ghost. So basically what this was it was basically like a diva pop star, like a Mariah Carey type. That was Scrooge.
uh-huh,
And
uh-huh.
so for the Ghost of Christmas Yet to Come, how she finds out that she died and nobody gives a shit about her, is she goes into the living room of her hotel room or her hotel suite, and he sees like one of those behind the music kind of things talking about her death.
Mm.
So I
Wait,
thought
where
that
was
was
that
kind of
from?
it's called Diva Christmas Carol. I only watched it because I like Christmas Carol that much that I would watch a Hallmark movie.
You just
It's
want to
just,
see every version. Yeah.
I haven't seen a lot of versions of it, surprisingly.
There's one that's called like it's from like the 80s or something, and it's got Henry Winkler,
Oh my
Mm.
god.
and
The
it's set
font.
in America. I think it's called An American Christmas Carol.
Mhm.
Not to be confused with An American Carol, which is the bad like
Parody. Yeah.
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 Michael
But
There's
Moore.
one with
Yeah.
Henry Winkler plays a Scrooge type figure in that one. Very strange.
There's one with Daffy Duck with called Bum Hum Duck, and I don't really remember a whole lot about it.
I don't remember that one. I've seen the
Never
Mickey
even.
one a million times.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Still my
Endless
favorite.
iterations of it out there. Yeah.
My favorite one used to be the Jim Carrey one, but after we did the Muppets one, like I'm like, this is my favorite version of it. I still defend Jim Carrey, but I really do love the Muppet version.
I gotta go with
Oh.
George C. Scott. I think that's the
George
best
C.
one.
George C.
Yeah,
Scott one's
he's
really
good. I think when he says lines about, you know, you know, when like the homeless people will die if you don't donate, and he says, well, they better do it then, and this creates the surplus population. Normally, that line is very delivered, cold-hearted, which I love, but in the George C. Scott
He
version,
says it almost like he's making a joke.
yeah, like I don't really like that in Scrooge. Now,
Oh, that's what I like about him is he's just so callous and like, but he also gets a chance. I just love that one for a million reasons, not least of which is just I think it's the best looking one,
Mm.
which is weird because it was a made for TV version, but it's beautiful.
Yeah, I need to watch that.
Especially the Ghost of Christmas Yet to Come scenes. Those are really, really freaky the way they do them.
Yeah. Um, even though Muppets is my favorite, like, adaptation.
It's my favorite one to watch for sure.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey's still my favorite Scrooge. Like, he really captured that cold-hearted nature of the character. And actually, honestly, the blocking in that movie is really good.
You should watch the Albert Finney one.
Yeah, I need to watch that one too.
It's a musical.
Oh, really? Oh, no. What's that a really good one that people point out? Electric Send. I need to watch that one.
I've seen that one like when I was a kid and I thought it was boring. But I had already seen the George C. Scott one, which is very entertaining. And so maybe the Alistair Sim one was just too basic for me.
Yeah, I need to go back and watch the George C. Scott version.
I also have a soft spot for the Scrooge with Bill Murray too.
Yeah, that one's really good. So what do honorable mentions? You said you had one, Jackson?
Not really, but I was gonna just say the blowjob ghost from Ghost.
That was my second one too.
I mean, just because it's there, and apparently it was part of this whole subplot that because Dan Aykroyd's script was like, so fair. It was like 300 pages long or something like that because he didn't know how to write scripts. And it had this whole subplot where it was like the ghost of like a Union soldier that died in the Civil War.
Oh my God.
Like her husband.
Like
yeah.
And he had to put on the soldier's uniform and stuff. I don't know. It's crazy.
God, that goes.
And then there's one shot of that left in the movie, and it's that shot. And it's
some reason they thought that was like, oh, it's a good joke. It'll hold up.
Let's just put it in the montage.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody will miss it.
Dude, would be really funny if that ghost was in Scooby Doo, and then Velma was like, "Jinkies, it's the blowjob ghost," and then Sacky's like, "Geez, Fred, cover up your tits."
Goodness.
Wow. Okay.
When you said that, mine was a different one. Mine was the dog from The Shining.
Oh my God.
Which was a different blowjob ghost, but so all around.
Dude, that's like the most
just a great phrase.
That's like one of the most out of pocket like movie moment ever. Like if you did not read that book, like you just don't understand that.
I saw the movie first, read the book, and that's one of the freakier shots to me is because there is no context for
There's
it.
no context. It's just,
I think it's better because there isn't.
They move on. Just move on from there.
It's just a freaky idea.
Just getting on and
well, you don't even know what's under that dog thing, and it's such a fast like snap zoom out. Like, whew, it's good.
What the fuck? Mine is definitely grotesque, but not as sexual. It's gonna be Slimer from Ghostbusters. The ghost of Jim Belushi himself.
Oh yeah, that's right. They made that based on him. I forgot.
Yeah, it was originally gonna be Jim Belushi as Bankman, but I think Bill Murray just killed it, even though he's the fucking
yeah.
It would have been a different movie if John Belushi had been Bankman. But maybe better, maybe worse. Who knows? We'll never know.
Yeah, I did think you needed more like a smart ass kind of character.
Yeah.
In that role compared to like a real like animated, kind of cartoony kind of character. Yeah. Do you just want to like go through some other ones you really like, or are you kind of good where we at?
I don't really have any other ones. Like I said, ghosts aren't really my thing. I don't know. Samara from The Ring, that's a really good one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Samara.
Yeah. I mean, you got Boo from Mario Brothers.
Yeah. I almost picked Nearly Headless Nick.
Right
down the list.
Because
I just like a ghost who's like almost like he's kind of shamed because he wasn't decapitated. Like,
well, it's a sad character because the books go into more detail about him and how the other headless, the actually headless ghosts, they all make fun of him because he's not technically headless,
right.
And they won't let him join their club for headless ghosts.
Nearly headless? How can you be nearly headless? Would Captain Barbosa count as the ghost?
No, he's like an undead because
Yeah.
yeah, they're cursed. They're not.
Yeah.
They're not ghosts.
You better start believing in ghost stories, Miss Turner. You're in one.
Yeah.
Is Frank from Donnie Darko, Frank the Rabbit, is he a ghost?
Did
Would
he
he be
die?
considered
I
a
think
ghost?
he's some sort of like dimensional being that's only
Mm.
taking the form of Frank as a form of foreshadowing to Donnie. My goodness, why am I getting into this?
Will the ghost with the dead kids in the black phone be kind of ghost?
Oh,
Those
those
would
are
be
ghosts.
ghosts. Those are
Those are for
definitely
sure
ghosts.
ghosts.
Okay,
Those
yeah.
are great ghosts. I love that movie.
Especially Robin, the martial arts kid. I love that shot when he's telling Finney how to defend
Telling him
himself.
how to use the phone
Mhm.
as a
Man,
club.
that gets me
Yeah.
pumped up.
That's my favorite shot in the movie as well.
Yep.
And
And
I
I
love
guess,
Bruce, the ghost, in that because he's the one that's like, my boy Finney, his arm is mint.
I guess now the grabber's the ghost.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah,
super
yeah, we
excited
haven't
about this
seen it
new
yet,
one.
but
I haven't
I
seen it,
watched
but
it. It was pretty all right. It's not as good as the
yeah.
first one. It's not as heartfelt or as yeah.
see,
That's
that's
kind
what
of
I
why I'm
like about
like,
the first one
yeah.
is like how heartfelt it is.
Mhm.
So if it's like a less heartfelt thing, it's just more grabber. I don't care as
Yeah,
much.
I mean there is
Yeah.
moments in there. There's not a lot of grabber in the beginning of the movie. Yeah, it's just a
Mm.
really more of a dark movie. With I mean, I guess you can kind of do that. I mean, Empire Strikes Back is a darker Star Wars movie, but it's still fun. I didn't really feel
Okay.
like a lot of. I don't know. I didn't have a lot. This movie didn't have a lot of heart to it.
Mm.
Um,
Mm.
it did a little bit, but yeah. Oh, and then as we're recording this, I'm seeing Selby Oates in a few days, which is pretty exciting.
Yeah.
I'm on the fence about that movie. I saw the trailer. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
but I'm also kind of not like super excited about it.
Yeah, I actually donated to the movie because I'm a friend of the director. Because he's a famous
Interesting.
YouTube film.
YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of him now, just because his reviews now are kind of boring. I don't see like the
Mm.
excitement in reviewing
Mhm.
movies from
Well,
him.
he's a director now. He doesn't have time for those
Yeah,
things.
well, plus I discovered other people. Like I think now Amy Nicholson is my favorite film critic.
Amy Nicholson rules.
Yeah,
Mm.
Like
though
even when I
with her a lot.
disagree with her, I find myself agreeing with her because
Yeah.
she really wins me over with her takes. Yeah, she's been my favorite for years and
Yeah.
years.
I wouldn't say she has won me over, but I like her point of view a lot of the time. Like I disagree with her with Apocalypse Now, but I get where she's coming from, where that's more like a masculine, kind of review, and then the whole
Mhm.
thing with Coppola and him cheating on his wife in that movie, and not getting shit about Martin Sheen's character or Martin
Mm.
Sheen getting sick, and
Mhm.
She just she doesn't have a lot of patience for sort of the tortured genius type filmmakers, and I can understand why because they get mythologized, but really
Right.
they're just jerks that have a lot of talent.
so I'm guessing she's not like big Kubrick gal.
I could see that. I'm I'm very hot and cold on Kubrick, so
Yeah, I'm not a big.
I love some of his movies, and then there's some I'm just like I don't care to ever watch that again.
Yeah, I'm mixed
Yeah.
on Kubrick. I originally watched a video about like the whole Kubrick selling the ball kind of thing,
Mhm.
and he doesn't come off as quite the asshole as you think he would have, because Silly the Fall was very incompetent towards the beginning of that shoot, and Kubrick got a little frustrated and even like encouraged him like a little bit in the beginning. But this is before like they filmed it pretty much in order, so this is before like he really gets to that emotional point in the movie. But yeah, he didn't come off a lot of the stuff. It's kind of not rumor. It's a little BS, but a lot of it is true. But it's not exactly the way that it's usually talked as about.
Yeah. I mean, but also we weren't there, so I don't know. It's hard to
Yeah.
say just from
To
like
your
a
point
clearly
of her
edited.
being, she what I wouldn't say I don't think incompetent is the right word. She was just very inexperienced because she got discovered by Robert Altman, and she had only been in like Robert Altman movies up until that point, and he had a very different way of working.
Very loose,
Then-
very fast. Yeah,
yeah,
very.
and And she wasn't an experienced actor when she started working with him. He just found her. She was working at like a nail salon, and he thought that she had a really interesting personality and wanted to put her in movies. And she, of course, had a very distinctive look to her as well.
Yeah,
so she gets to set with Kubrick, and he's very exacting, and she doesn't know how to work with a director like that because she doesn't have any experience doing. She's only worked with Altman. In fact, when she went to do this movie, Altman said he didn't want to work with her anymore, and he only put her in Popeye because the studio made him. Because he would get really possessive of his actors if he had been the one to discover them, and he didn't want them to work with other directors.
Oh wow,
so,
interesting.
Altman, not a great guy.
Yeah,
I don't know a lot about Altman, to be honest with you. So
Nashville's great.
He made
Nashville's
many movies.
Yeah,
but I've only seen maybe I've probably seen less than 10.
maybe
yeah, pretty good. I mean, Nashville is amazing.
Nashville's perfect. She's really good in 3. There's a movie called, I think it's called 3 Women, with like her and Sissy Spacek.
I've heard that one's really good. I've never seen it.
It's good.
What's it called?
3 Women.
3 Women.
I need to watch that because that's like 2 Stephen King movie queens right there.
That's true.
Why used to fucking hate Shelley Duvall on the sign. I thought she was really annoying, but to find out like what she went through in that movie, even though
I think she's great in that movie.
Well, even though a little bit is kind of kind of skewed by lesson and just other things, but the fact that like Stanley Kubrick like put her through the ringer in that movie, I'm like, yeah, like I like you now. I like you in this movie. Like you're not annoying anymore. She's actually really great in that movie. I mean, she's honestly given a more true performance compared to Jack Nicholson. Jack Nicholson is entertaining in that movie, but like I think I think the ball.
Wendy's got to be the audience.
Oh, it's sure surrogate.
Yeah. So
yeah.
I'd make the argument that Danny is like the true star and like really kind of making that movie move more than anything.
And that kid never
did anything else. Yeah, he was just like, nah, I'm done.
Well, he didn't know he was in a horror movie because his parents wouldn't let him. No,
he didn't let him watch it for a long while.
Well, apparently they did everything on set to make sure he didn't know he was in a horror movie.
Yeah,
like he thought he was in just like a regular like family drama.
Big drama, yeah.
Yeah, of course he was only like 6 years old, so he didn't know about like movie genres. I'm sure at that point.
Yeah.
His performance
the way they did his scenes, it was just like being in like a normal drama movie.
Yeah, and apparently they did that with the Babadook too, with the kid and the play Sam.
Yeah, that's a good thing. It's good when directors really take into account like the maturity of the actors they're working with.
For sure. Yeah, like Spielberg going back to him, like
he's the best at it.
Yeah, he was
the best
working
with kids.
He was real.
That is funny.
But anyways, guys, that's our Beetlejuice review. We went on a long tangent about fucking Kubrick and The Signing and shit like that.
We talked about a Beetlejuice in general. That's what we do every week.
We talked about a much
podcast.
We talked as much about Beetlejuice as Beetlejuice is in the movie Beetlejuice.
Maybe not that much. We did talk about Beetlejuice quite a bit.
Maybe. I don't know. Get back in time. I bet it's like 20 minutes.
Yeah, I like how we talked about one Warner Brothers ghost movie from another Warner Brothers ghost movie, The Signing, because that's Warner Brothers as well. The fact that I know that, it's just insane. But, autism. I just blame my scientific knowledge about movies and music on autism. And just said, yeah, autism.
That's superpower, man. That's not a fault. Yeah.
So, guys, if you like this episode and you want to see more spooky and weird content, make sure you slash that subscribe button and follow us at Facebook at Horror Sci-Fi and Beyond. And also, don't forget to leave this episode a killer comment and give it a King Kong size thumbs up. And as always, guys, stay weird.